A very good day to you. I'm Hank Gross, MidHudsonNews.com. It's Thursday, January 12th. The news today brought to you by the Galleria at Crystal Run. Open Space Institute has been awarded $500,000 in state funding toward construction of a new 2.7-mile multi-use trail and major improvement to the Otter Kill Road trailhead at Scunnamunk State Park. The trail will meander through the park's meadows and hayfields that run along the Moodna Creek. Work will expand recreational access to a section of OSI protected land that was recently added to the Scunnamunk State Park and create an accessible four-season recreational experience in the western Hudson Highlands. OSI will also be partnering with cadets from West Point to design and build a bridge along the trail. Feed Hudson Valley, a program of Hudson Valley Agribusiness Development Corporation, is going strong in Dutchess County. The agency's executive director, Todd Erling, told the Dutchess County Industrial Development Agency yesterday that the program is beneficial to those in need of food as well as farmers.
Not only are we reducing the waste and getting consumable food onto plates of families of need, but then we're also helping the farmers generate the necessary paperwork and record keeping in order to take that as a tax deduction.
The Agribusiness Development Corporation represents interests in Dutchess, Orange, Ulster, Sullivan, Rensselaer, Washington, and Albany counties. Dutchess County government and Marist College reunited after a COVID pause to hold a cybersecurity summit at the town of Poughkeepsie campus. The event attracted hundreds of people to discuss strategies for preventing cyber terrorism, considered one of the biggest threats faced by government and private companies today. County Executive Bill O'Neill says the impacts of cyber attacks are many.
In today's world, cybersecurity is probably one of the biggest issues that's faced by any organization, and the consequences of being hacked are severe in terms of lost data, the time that it takes people to recover from it, and of course the money.
O'Neill said Dutchess County is a very progressive information systems department that is very diligent in defending against attacks. The 44-member West Point Fire Department has requested over $1.7 million for new equipment, but Army headquarters only funded the unit to the tune of $96,000. On Wednesday, Senator Schumer was at the military academy calling for Washington to approve the rest of the money so that new modern equipment could be purchased. Connor Miller, president of Local F7 of the International Association of Firefighters, said it's difficult to operate with their current budget.
The men and women of this department stand ready 24/7, 365 to serve the cadets, the service members, their families, the surrounding communities. But we cannot do that with broken gear, outdated equipment, borrowed fire trucks. Okay, we need a budget, all right? We need a reasonable amount of money to keep the lights on, to invest in new technologies, and to continue as we go forward protecting the preeminent military academy of the world.
With one of its fire trucks out of service, the West Point Department has borrowed a truck from the Veterans Administration. The West Point Department is often called out under mutual aid to assist neighboring communities and sometimes asked to drive over Storm King Mountain to assist the City of Newburgh Fire Department. More news right after this.
Find over 100 retailers allowing you to spend hours shopping safely at the Galleria at Crystal Run. Enjoy the big brands and the diverse selection of family-owned stores all in one location. The Galleria at Crystal Run offers dining options for everyone with Fuji, 110 Grill, Allen's Mediterranean Grill, and Peru Cuisine. Discover the Mid-Hudson Valley's premier shopping, dining, and entertainment destination, the Galleria at Crystal Run. For more information, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, or visit GalleriaCrystalRun.com.
After 21 years of service to the town of Warwick, Supervisor Michael Sweeten announced yesterday that he will not seek re-election this fall. The popular public official cited the many accomplishments during his tenure, from zoning to protect for overdevelopment to building a transportation center, a senior center, creating new parks, and transforming the former Mid-Orange Correctional Facility into a corporate park that has seen over $200 million in investment with hundreds of new job opportunities. Together we have survived natural disasters, a deep recession, and a pandemic, emerging stronger and more resilient each time, he said. A computer glitch that told pilots to beware of runway obstructions before taking off grounded domestic, commercial, and military flights for Wednesday morning. The FAA was looking into the situation, and U.S. Senator Charles Schumer at West Point in the afternoon said it did not appear to be anything nefarious.
They were looking into what caused it. They're going to get to the bottom of it and try to find out why. So far, there is no evidence of any outside pernicious influence doing this, but they're going to keep looking at it.
The delayed flights were expected to cause secondary issues at airports today. A 50-year-old Bloomingburg man who failed to appear for sentencing on his guilty plea of vehicular manslaughter was found dead in a house on Watkins Avenue in the city of Middletown late Tuesday afternoon. State police say Raymond Camarino had also pled guilty to leaving the scene of a motor vehicle accident that resulted in a death on May 12, 2021. Tamika Zambrano, who was 39, died after being struck on Mamakating Road in the town of Mamakating. When Camarino failed to appear for sentencing, a warrant for his arrest was issued by Sullivan County Court. He was observed at the house in Middletown, where city and state police observed him through the front door holding a gun. He disappeared from view into a back room, and troopers on the scene heard a single gunshot from inside. When law enforcement entered the residence, they found Camarino dead from a single gunshot wound to his head. The state attorney general's office was notified and responded to the scene, and the investigation is continuing. Rockland County legislators are condemning a hate slur targeting members of the LGBTQ+ community after it was found spray-painted on the outside wall of the building housing the Rockland County Pride Center in Nyack. County Legislature Chairman Jay Hood Jr. called it completely unacceptable language and behavior. County Legislator Harriet Cornell, who represents Nyack, also condemned the use of the slur. The people who work at the Rockland Pride Center and who use its vital services and attend its events are friends and our neighbors, and they do not deserve to be attacked with hateful words, she said. The incident has been reported to the police. I'm Hank Gross, MidHudsonNews.com. The news today brought to you by the Galleria at Crystal Run.